Alright class, we're going to continue with this video of making this tree, and what we're going to do in this video is we're going to take the pattern, the shape of the leaves, and the pattern and color and texture that we want and combine them together to sort of make the top of this tree. And to do that we're going to have to use the clipping mask tool that, that Illustrator has. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my tree, one of these. I don't need both of them. And remember, if you didn't catch this at the end of the video when I did this, I made these a group because it's actually a bunch of lines. It's an oval that was edited and a couple lines that have this brush applied to it. I made it a group. That's going to be easier down the road for me to edit this tree and make it sort of take on different shapes and things. So it's all one group. I can click on it and I'm just going to copy it just so it puts it in my clipboard. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select one of my textures. I could really select any of these I've made. If I go back to my original one, I could go that, or I could just go up to this one that I showed you here. Again, I placed this one in, but then I made it a swatch. Again, that's going to make it easier to edit down the road. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to go to my transparency tool, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Make Mask, and everything disappears because this is my mask layer. It really is sort of this thing that sort of sits on top, and what a mask does is anything that's black becomes invisible, and anything that isn't black can be stayed present. But by default in Illustrator it makes everything masked and it's saying it's clipping it. I could invert this as well, which will basically switch that sort of rule around, which I think the way that I have these as black leaves will actually have to be gone. So what I'm going to do is, right now we can see this faint orange rectangle. Maybe you can see it on the YouTube video, maybe not. That means I'm active in my regular layers, and anything I do will be drawing. I'm not active in the mask yet. I just turned on the mask and it sort of had everything as black and erased it. I need to go into my mask layer, so I got to click on this black thing, and we can see that there is this orange rectangle on this. At the end of the video I have to show you how to get out, because that tricks a lot of newbies to Illustrator. They get trapped in their mask and they don't know what to do. But anyway, now that I'm in mask, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this in, which I'm just going to do Control V, and we can see it's pasted down here, but it's not over top of my object. So my object, my texture pattern is up in here. As soon as I move that sort of set of leaves up into this zone, we see what I've got. If I zoom in, is I've got the pattern of these shape of leaves with the pattern of the color and the texture of that pattern that I put in the background. And there you go, and that's how you sort of make the top. What you can do is, again, if you want to now change the shape of this tree, you just sort of change the shape, and there we go. We got a second tree that we could be working with. Just that easy. Again, I'm working in mask here. Now, if I want to get back out to drawing, which I'm going to have to do the trunk, which I'll continue with this, I have to go back. I have to click back out into regular drawing mode. So I'm going to go back out there, and I can zoom out, and that's the top of the tree. So we'll continue with this moving forward.